Salutations and greetings. My name is Marge. You can call me Margie. I am a Hioka. Wise ass clown. I started this tube channel. I think it was the 26th of March, 2016. It's kind of funny because when I was a kid, I used to always pretend like I was doing this. And when I was a kid, they had freaking VHS cameras that were the size of freaking toaster ovens. And this little weirdo carrying it around, pretending like I was making movies. Lo and behold, I got my own channel. I've been trying to change things because I don't like how things are. Every day I try something different. Every day. I do some of the same disciplines. I meditate an hour and a half, sometimes 2. I ground myself under my favorite tree in the backyard at nature. An hour, sometimes 2. I'd have a lot of practices to keep me centered. To me, centered means when all my chakras line up and the committee is in session and all in congruence, in agreement between me as a soul sac and me as a higher being. We all are. We all are. I speak of things that we all have the capacity to do. Everything I can do, anybody else can do. They just don't take the time to, even though time ain't real. So, some of the things that I think are important are, somebody's history, where they come from. Builds who you are. It builds your character. You're setting your stage of how you want to present yourself to the rest of the world. For a long time I lived by other people's scripts so that they'd like me. And all you have to do, and when people have criteria, and I know some people call them boundaries. I get the importance of them, but it's the boundary is in the bounds of the beholder, the bounder. So when they keep changing their mind without giving you the memo, just cut them away, man. See, I know a lot about astrology and and esoteric things, quantum things, science. I have a lot of time, and how I direct my point of view and what I pointed at is those of raising me to being the best possible person I can be. Spiritually, physically, mentally, in every aspect. Now, I'm ready to do it economically. Because that is a vibration, too, that I've denied myself for a long time. Yeah. Then once you find out your old ideas are nil until you let go absolutely, you're only creating a great deal of dissidence for yourself. I've been on people's radar here and there along the way. I won an award once. It's heavy. I was in the Air Force. It says, Senior Airman Margaret A. Hessick, Airman of the Quarter 55th Maintenance Group, April through June 2005. I lost out to a dude that went to Iraq with a dog. You ain't gonna win over a dog that goes to Iraq. He deserves it. See, because they frickin' make these stupid pretend wars and then the casualties are splintered and fragmented from there on out. Anyway, so I have been in good standing. Heck, I even got expert marksman. I've always been of the earth, of personal. Not good at guns are, and I'm not a proponent for guns. I believe in peace. I use my words, not fists. I've always tried to excel and become better, but the things that I excel in are things that I can compete against myself, because I don't have fun competing with other people. It's not fun for me. I like to play cribbage, because that's like, I'm glad you won. Maybe next time I'll win. But see, the people that I have always had to play with are not freaking good sports. They're just not. And saying something doesn't make it true. Because if the actions behind it don't support the words, it don't count for jack shit. I stayed off the, I've been staying off the internet. I've been going within a lot, doing a lot of reflection. That's what these times and the celestial alignments are intending for everyone to do. People just aren't handling what they see very well. What I've come to find out recently is I've been freed up. I have been freed from any bound misconception of me that people have had. And unfortunately, it has removed most everybody from my life. That's okay. Because when you release what no longer serves you, it frees you up for what does. I have tried for 2 years to right or wrong. And I swear to God, it feels like the universe has told me that I have to do this in order to free me up. But yesterday I was freed up. I was told, we're good. Proceed with a clear conscience. So I will. Chapter closed. On to the next one. So now I think something I'm going to do that I've never done before. So I'm going to date. I have never dated. But I'm not going to ask anybody out. No. Because I have a terrible, terrible picker. And because I have such a terrible broken picker, I'm not going to ask anybody out. But I will be open to what the universe has for me, because that's not something that I've ever been. Because I've had an idea. And evidently I was wrong. So it's freed me up for new ideas. There's a great deal of dissonance. Yesterday, one of my favorite, like I just said, I mean, I've been trying to stay off of technology and just get into my own knowing, but finally I was just like, I gotta look this up. So it was later in the evening, I looked up one of my, and it was apropos. I mean, it was fated. It's destined. That's how I live my life, as destiny, like a fool. And astrology, it's Life's Instruction book. I watched that, and it is so stupid. It freaking pisses me off to hear about me through reports on astrology. Because, I mean, Varushan, I highly recommend her. She's the first reader on YouTube. She's from Vancouver. She's Virgo. Very attention to detail. I highly recommend her. Very attention to detail. Wow. Anyway, she's gifted. She's got freaking skills, man. And she's just everything. I mean, it's just an alignment. And it's been verified. That's how I know when something is true. When something happens and it's after the fact verified. Yeah, after the fact. So, she's just like, and I said the word, I was just like, why, don't know why people aren't helping me. And all this like victimology mentality that I was processing through yesterday, and I'm like, okay, well I guess this is almost over. Well, no one's gonna help you, so what are you gonna do for yourself, homegirl? So I got up this morning and I called the Statesman Journal, because I'm trying to expedite this whole freaking corruption thing that I got going on, and I'm not cute enough. No wonder nobody snagged me up yet. I think myself is not high maintenance, but Oh well. Anyway, some of the things that are affirming what's happening in the collective right now, it's photosynthesis. Ideas, it's all photosynthesis. We all have one consciousness, and people get it. Things make things so grandiose that things are lost in the simplicity of it all. And that's what I try to do, is I try to break it down to the lowest common denominator. And some of the things I found when people are talking about creation, source, talking about our heartbeat, we're all connected. All of our heartbeats are connected because we all have one. It's all electricity. It's where you set your frequency is what matters. And when it's set in greed, and you believe in things like the New York Stock Exchange and politics and all of that bullshit freaking made up reindeer games, because that's all that shit is fucking reindeer games, man. And there are people suffering and starving and all that stuff. There's a balance, and it's coming back into play. And people are getting zapped with these cosmic freaking rays of love and light, and they're just like, what the fuck is this? But some of us weren't born into a familiar zone that held the frequency of love, so some of us freaking run from it. I've learned to embrace it because I've been steadfast in my spiritual path. It took a long time for me to get used to it, because I still don't really know what love feels like, except from what I get from my animals. I just haven't met that vibration in another human being. Not to say that I haven't met it, just never, ever, ever to the level in which I've given it, ever met, evenly. I guess because I always have better ideas to prove and show and verify how much I care, because I will make myself look stupid to prove points, because I don't care. So now that people are coming into their true alignment, and basically all that's happening is people that are good are getting better. People that suck are getting suckier. And it's they can't hide it anymore. It's becoming more and more and more and more and more obvious, because you just can't hide who you are. People can't hold up lies, because you balance. You just can't do it. If the story changes, your credibility is out the window. I am consistent to a fault. So with the love and light coming in and all this purging and dissonance, I believe the collective is just a vibration that it's a collective of averages. In creation, they're just ideas that are come from with love, and anything that comes from love raises everything, and it's in proximity in vibration, and that's what's happening to the whole earth, because there's so much love and light that it's literally it's spinning everything on the planet up, and everybody's all twisty, twisty, twisty. Oh, what do I do with it? Oh, I feel great. Don't I feel great? No, I'm so mad. I love it. Ah. And just all these contrary emotions, and people don't know what's happening. And I try to explain it here, but it seems my numbers are going down. So for those of you that I come across your radar, hang on. It's a bumpy ride, but evidently it's worth it. Evidently I'm supposed to have some grand union. I'm becoming skeptical. I make mockeries. It's what I do. TikTok mickery mock. It's what I do. So I shoot myself in the foot. Oh well. I guess I aim to please. With my that was a marksman joke. Get it? I shoot myself. No wonder I'm alone. Just flying around my own little world. Anyway, I hope you found something of significance in this. You're not crazy. You're not crazy. It's not insanity. You're just picking up on new frequencies that you've never experienced before. If you have any more questions about it, let me know. Hope you have a rad day. Peace.